I'm live. So, just popping into your wherever land at a time when I'm not supposed to. It's 10 to 8, not 8 o'clock. And it's Thursday, not Friday. Katie's Arms, the online pub, is supposed to open on a Friday, right? Hi. And, but it turns out, I've just remembered, hello everybody. Oh, everyone's so kind. I just remembered that I'm on the road tomorrow. So the pub can't really open tomorrow. Well, it can, but I need someone to be the landlord for me. So I thought, hello, my loves, what I would do, I just went upstairs, threw my head upside down and hairsprayed it. Can you tell? I thought we'd have a Katie's Arms impromptu. Now, I know, extra early. I thought I was hallucinating. What about my hair? I know, it's slightly ghosty, isn't it? It literally, look, watch this. It's like Dolly Parton if she woke up in the back of a truck. It's basically just one big nest of nonsense. But that's not the point. The point is, here we are. We're having a little surprise. We're having a moment of opening the pub just because I decided we would. And I won't be here tomorrow because I'll be on the road with lovely Mark. So there we all are. I thought we'd have a little chit chat about some things that have gone on. I thought we'd have a little drink. Have you got drink? Have we? Now you're confused. I know. It's normally tomorrow. Just to repeat, we'll do the refrain of this. I can come and help you clean the kitchen. I've just done mine. Not doing yours as well. Suck it up, sunshine. And then tomorrow, can you all tell people, if they're looking for Katie's Arms, that it was now and that you were here? So many things. I can't even begin to tell you what's happening with my feet. I feel like I have to show you because it's so tragic. I've got on a slip-on shoe with a sock. Terrible. Afternoon from Pennsylvania. Hello. My mum's watching in the background. I know, Mumsy's there. She does actually watch just to check I'm okay. We've talked about this, haven't we? She checks that I'm not looking too haggard. And then depending on how haggard she thinks I'm looking, she either worries or doesn't. But today it's all about my sister. My sister is 50 today, so very happy many returns. Rearrange those words into a well-known phrase or saying, my sister is 50 today, so very happy birthday to my sister. So I'm sure my mumsy will be occupied singing to my sister or something. Hello from Edinburgh. 5 a.m. in Australia. Oh, definitely grab a glass of wine. 5 a.m. is a great time to drink because no one else is around to catch you. And you've still got, at 5 a.m, you're still going to do your teeth a little bit later. So you can just have minty breath and you don't need to fess up. And really, Katie's Arms is everybody's little secret. Hello from China. Is it really China? If you really are from China, I love you. Oh, I think you were. Oh, it's Canada. I get the joke. So yes, you're having a cup of tea in New Zealand. It's never too early to drink. This isn't strictly the advice of Alcoholics Anonymous. Anonymous? What is going on with my face today? This is not strictly the advice of Alcoholics Anonymous, but it's never too early to drink. And this is definitely people's guilty pleasure. So all the time people say to me, I watch the Katie's Arms. But they say it as if it's some sort of illicit sex club. Or like a place that you could maybe catch AIDS. Which is fine because, you know, you can catch AIDS all over the place. But all I mean is people say it as if it's really private. And I don't think that anything we do is that private. Wine talk. I haven't. 2:49 p.m. in Virginia. That is wine o'clock. Yes, it is. As it is 5 a.m. Let me tell you some things. So this week, what are we on now? We're on Thursday. So on the weekend I was running. You know, I don't need to brag about it, but yeah, I ran a marathon. Yeah. Be like those fucking awful what are they called? CrossFit people who have to tell everybody, oh yeah, I did 55 press-ups using one arm. Yeah, I did press-ups up against the wall. Here's a video of me doing press-ups. Yeah, I did this one armed. Yeah, can you tell? CrossFitters. The first rule of CrossFit, you have to tell every fucker you're a CrossFitter. People can tell because of the way you walk. Yeah, I went to CrossFit. Yeah, so sweaty. Yeah. Anyway, I did a marathon. That's not the story. The story is that one of the main sponsors or charity partners, and actually, I saw you on Sunday running. That's so nice. I met so many great people. Honestly, I had the loveliest time. Manchester was just... I never really knew about the whole Manchester thing before, but I really get it now. I just loved it. I felt like it was super friendly. And it's called the People's Marathon. It totally is that. It's nicer than London. I can't put my finger on the for why, but it just is. So I'm really desperate to go back to Manchester. And I don't know, there's something about it. Everybody just seemed to be glorious. So around the marathon, thank you to everybody who was there and chitty-chatted with me, or I chatted at them and they were like, who the fuck is that weird woman with the big nose chatting? Basically, I kind of like passed away the time running by chatting, probably too much. And then I'd stop to like get a, what do people give you on the way? It's not drugs, it's jelly babies. And then, two stories on that. So I'd stop for a jelly baby and then people would be like, your face looks familiar. And then I'd be like, oh, la, 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 I'm the woman that everyone, thought was a twat, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, oh, I've got quite a lot of miles to do. Can I go now? I really shouldn't say this. I probably shouldn't say it. But anyway, I'll just say that there's a story in my family about jelly babies. Anyway, British Heart Foundation, the British Heart Foundation. Oh, bless you. I know the world's gone mad because I'm loving the Hopkins and my face used to turn inside out at the mere mention of her name. That's a great expression. My face used to turn inside out. And that's all right. We all change. And these days I get to talk more directly, right? Whereas before it was like via The Guardian. So it'd be like, Katie said this. And here's a picture of her really ugly face. Look, she's a monster. So British Heart Foundation was a charity partner. And I'm honestly, this is not judgment. Maybe you always run for cancer research or whatever. And, good on anyone what they do. But I actually think the whole charity partner thing, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a swindle, to be honest. Like these charities, I don't think they do much for their runners. Like I saw what Macmillan was doing or Cancer Something Research was doing at the end, which was basically going, well, do you have a nice run? That guy just raised you £1,000, love. You've got to be doing more than just going, well, did you have a nice run? He needs a bit more love. That I felt like going, because he obviously went up to the cancer research tent for someone to go like, ooh, or be proud. I was proud for him, but the cancer research didn't really give a shit. Which if you've earned money through sponsorship for a charity partner, you want them to give a shit. Anyway, British Heart Foundation were one of the charity partners. And you will know British Heart Foundation refuse to talk about the fact that people died after having the state injectable. You don't have to have a view on that. It doesn't matter. Charlotte Wright just got her husband's death certificate changed from natural causes to AstraZeneca. Amazing woman. So I ran in this. Is this the right way round? Can you even see it? Look, it doesn't really fit over my enormous boobs. Died suddenly. Just to really piss off British Heart Foundation because this is their colour, you see. So I could lurk around the British Heart Foundation areas dressed in this, generally being a pain in the arse, whilst being well-meaning and supporting everybody and not trying to make it all about me, because I totally wasn't. And then on the back, pure bloods. So that if you were one of us, you'd know. So this is how I ran. It's back to front. I see. Okay, fine. It's because the camera setting's the wrong way. But just so you get the gist, died suddenly. And it was the right way round. Someone in the crowd shouted, I wish you would. But that was the only thing. That was the only mean thing I heard all day. And actually it made me laugh quite a lot. Now, you may know if you've signed up to Katie's Arms. Charlotte Wright is amazing. Yes, she is. Her husband's death certificate said natural causes. She has fought. She has 2 kids. She was pregnant when he was killed by the state injectable. And she has fought like a warrior woman, like a lioness, to have that I apologise, to have that death certificate changed. And she's got it done. And now she joins with the 75 others taking AstraZeneca to court. And one of them is Lisa Shaw's partner, who's the BBC lady who died suddenly because of the vax. It's coming. The storm is coming. So, if you are signed up to Katie's Arms, I'm not trying to push anything. Don't bother signing up if you don't want to. If you're fed up with people signing you up for shit, don't do it. But I do like a chitty chat. I send out like a chat about things, as you'll know. And I was like, I just did the run. I tell you what, because people kind of liked the T-shirt or the idea of the Died Suddenly idea, and people also liked the pure blood thing, just so that, like, because people donate blood, don't they? And they get a little blood donor thing. Little badge. My dad's got one. 100, is it 100 visits or 100 pints or 100 something? I don't know what they've taken out my dad, but it's a lot. Why anyone would want my dad's blood? Hold on, I need a drink. Carry on. Love from the lesbians. I don't know why that made me grab my nipples. Hooray for the lesbians. But these boobs aren't really going to cut it, I know, sorry about that. But hello to my lesbian friends. Love you, love you, love you. And I love, I don't know. I love everybody that's just doing what the fuck they want. God. Small people, people with rules, people with clipboards, people with forms that you need to fill in, people that want to make you smaller or tinier or less, or worried about yourself, or guilty, or anxious, people that want to let you know that they're better than you, or they've done better than you, or they're prettier than you, or their kids are better than yours, or their daughter's bloody husband has just done this marvellous thing. Fuck off. Fuck off. And once you've got there, fuck off some more. Stop trying to tell other people you're great so that people say nice things back to you and you feel better. Or you've made yourself feel better because that someone else feels marginally worse. If that's how you're making yourself feel better, same with people that cancel shit. If you make yourself feel better by stopping someone doing something or making someone feel less, or because you think your kid's cleverer than someone else's or better, fuck off. I'm not saying that on my behalf. I just mean it for anybody out there who's been made to feel that way. If today someone sent you a picture of themselves in fucking... Excuse me, sorry for my language. I don't know what's going on. I've talked a lot today. I'm overwhelmed. If you're someone that's like, put a picture up today, let's just hit this. And you're wearing shapewear. And you're wearing like, what do they wear? Like neutrals, like fawn, cream with some gold and a chino and, you know, tucked in. And your big effort today was that you walked in screen, showed off how you tucked your shirt into your chino and went, I'm 58. And then off you fucked. Fuck off and fuck off again. Yes, you look good. Yes, you look great. You know that. That's why you put yourself on the video. What about thinking about people who don't feel that great today? Or who look a bit shit today? Or have a face like a slapped arse very often? We don't need to see that shit. I'm just saying. Shouldn't be bitter, but that's it. Okay, back to this. So I advertised on Katie's Arms if you sign up for the newsletter. It's not really a newsletter. It's me when I'm sat down and I feel like chitty-chatting to you all. You make me laugh out loud. Good. I sneezed the other day when my son was there and absolutely pissed myself. And then I went upstairs to dry the wee situation with my hairdryer, which admittedly, you know, sometimes after doing that I then open the window because I'm like, if people come upstairs now, there's hot air laced with piss. And my son was like, Mum, are you drying your... He's on to me. So I wanted to give this away because people liked it and it's a fun thing. And maybe in life, I met a lady once and I said to her, oh, she had this cute little flower ring on and it was so cute. And I was like, that is the cutest thing. And she was like, here. And she took it off her finger and she, yes, exactly. Does it not blow wee fumes? It does. That's why I opened the window. No one's ever said anything about wee fumes. Look, this is my actual wedding ring. Can I show you? It's so nice and clever. You see, it's like, it does this. It's made of ceramic. It's actually from Chanel. Yeah. Because Mark is, I was dragged up. And Mark, despite, you know, coming from the rough end of Watford, he's got taste. Hence he's married me. What are we talking about? Yes, my shirt. Signing up to Katie's Arms? Don't know. So I said, let's give it away. Oh, the ring. So the lady took her ring off her finger and she just went, there you are. And I was like, oh, no. I just meant that I like it. It looks really pretty on you, right? And, oh, that's a good idea. I just saw a thing. Tell your son you're blowing away the cobwebs next time. I think I've told you all about the time I tried to dry my vag in the Dyson blade. My God. So in the bathrooms, you know how it used to be white hand dryers, didn't it? Back in the day. And they had a really satisfying silver knob, didn't they? Do you remember the ones? Didn't work at all, didn't dry anything, but they had a really good knob that you could go, boo, right? That. So I used to use those back in the day to dry my armpits or dry any bit of me that needed drying. I don't know. And now they have replaced them with these bloody Dyson blades. So I tried to get into a Dyson blade to dry my bits once before. And I got caught straddling a Dyson blade. Hold on, I've dropped the top. Dramatic head toss. Yeah, so shall we get back to the point? Which is, your wedding ring's on the wrong hand. Is it? Hold on, which side is your wedding ring supposed to go on? This is left, this is right. I know that because this is left. Sorry, mustn't do the Joe Deacon thing. Philip Schofield. All right, don't bang on, I'll get to Philip Schofield. Although I will have a lawsuit from Philip Schofield really soon. Well, fuck him. I don't own anything, so what's he going to take from me, really? My virginity? Good luck with that, Philip. So, yes, I believe, therefore, because this lady gave me the ring. And then when someone else said they liked the ring, I passed it along. So I kind of now feel that that's how you should live life, right? If somebody likes a thing, pass it along. So I said on my little chit-chat that I send out, if you're signed up to Katie's Arms, oh, in America, the ring goes on the left. Yeah, I feel that I feel like I'm good. The camera flips the hands. I don't know. So I put on my little chit chat that I sent out. So do sign up because then you'll get it. And it's kind of funsies. It's like about my life, basically. That I would pass this on to someone who's got better tits than me, which is essentially everybody. I would say Sam Smith has got better tits than me. But it's not true. He hasn't, because his are just like weird, like, because can you see there's quite a lot of padding here, but it's like a weird, like his boobs are those weird morbidly obese boobs that are just basically ooh, that made me a bit gagged then. I happily passed my ex on. You passed your ex on. I read that as you pissed on your ex. Oh, and I was like, you don't need to share that here right now. Now my earring. You see, that's what happens when you flick your hair about. Now, oh, where's the back to my earring? Okay, we're going to have to be a one earring show because I clearly, wait, let me see if I can find the back. I can't. We'll rock one earring. I'll just go, look, here we are. I'll make out like I knew. I'm going to go full adamant. Adamant. What was the song? What's the Adamant song? Jung, 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 jung. Yeah, Prince Charming. Come on. Say hello to my wife, Michelle Green. Is that a rude word? Does that say clitoris? No. Is she just called Michelle Green? Does she hate me? Michelle, get over yourself. You're wrong. So I said on my little note out to everybody that signed up to Katie's Arms that I would pass this along to anybody who has better tits than me, but obviously not Sam Smith because he doesn't have better tits than me because his tits are disgusting. And so people wrote in. All they had to do is, I think, what did you have to write in the subject line? I want that top. That's all you had to do. That was the competition. That's as hard as it got. And we got so many people. People were just glorious. And everyone wrote into landlord at Katie's Arms, which is lovely Mark, who runs the back. He changes the pumps at the bar. Hello, Katie, lovely Mark and Fab family. Well, I don't know about that. My kids are a pain in the ass. Oh, let me tell you a story. So I said to my daughter, she went out, farmer daughter, and the porn pants have come back. And I know when she starts using the porn pants, they're like small and red and they're not going to cover anything. All they basically do is adorn your foof. It's like literally like putting your foof on a plate. That's what these knickers are. They're like, la 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 la, would you not like to come and put your thing in here? Da da da, ba da ba da ba. They've got like gold bits and like, right? So where was I going with the porn pants? Yes. So she goes out, and I said, when you get home, text me, because she was coming here just for the night, because she doesn't live at home normally, so it's not really my business. But text me, because what I do is I go to sleep, and typically I fall asleep. I'm not one of those weird parents that like wakes up, you know, worrying about their kids. I've got 3, I've got a life, you know, survival of the fittest. But when I'm like half asleep or snoring, or maybe having a change of sides, sometimes I hear a text, boop, and I think, oh, that's a kid home. Good, another one in the nest, not dead, good. So I get a text, I can hear the text, and it goes boop, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, Poppy's home. Morning comes, or maybe 3 o'clock wee time. Oh, golly, we're supposed to go back to this. Yes, but carry on with this story. Morning comes, or no, 3 o'clock wee time, and I think, I'll just check. I'm home. Oh, that's nice. My, do I like leather jeans on men? Well, no, I like jeans on men, but they have to be big men, and they have to be great jeans, but not those tight jeans. We've now got 3 stories running. We've got Poppy and the porn, my daughter in the porn pants. We've got jeans on men and this top. So these are our stories we have running in my head. Like I would say horses at the Grand National, but not all of them make it. So let's do one at a time. No, I love men in really great jeans with a big buckle. But I cannot bear a man in those skinny jeans, or particularly short men in those very tight, the jeans they wear with the calf. And it's like literally where their calf is vacuum packed into some sort of jegging. A, jegging shouldn't be a word. B, a man and a jegging is wrong. And then a short man with small legs that he thinks looks shapely in a jegging, so wrong. And then the whole this area when there's just nothing there. I just, you know, I'd rather have a Marks and Spencer sandwich, honestly. Back to daughter, text, I'm home. Have a wee, think, oh, that's nice, she's home. Turns out, next morning, out in the landing, light's still on, because I'm cute like that, and I put the children's light on because it's like homely when you come home, someone cared about you, or I'll put an electric blanket on so they feel like, oh, someone loves me. I don't know. Shit that mums do, I don't know. I just try some things sometimes. I'm not really very good at it, but I try. Turns out she's home, but she's not at my home. She's at someone's home. So when she texted me, I think it's mean to criticise short men. Yeah, I agree with you, it is. So when she texts me that she's home, what she was saying was, I'm home. But like at the home of a random fucking stranger. She could have been at the home of Moira Hindley, if Moira Hindley wasn't dead. Huh? She could have been at the home of some serial rapist. So texting your mother to this is like talking to my nan when she's on the sherry. That's the perfect that's the perfect way to sum up the Katie's Arms. In fact, we must get that made into a thing for Above the Door when we finally get our own pub. Like talking to my nan when she's been on the sherry. That's perfect. So, yeah, my daughter texts me to say she's home, but she's not even home. She's at someone else's home. Back to this. Howling. I need some wine. Yes, you do. Just joined. What are we talking about? Three conversations running. 1, men in jeggings and how it's mean to be mean about short men. 2, my daughter with her porn pants texting me to say she's home, but in fact she's not. She's at someone else's home. And 3, died suddenly is what we're talking about, because I wore this all the way around the Manchester Marathon, 26.2 miles, thank you very much. 4 hours. 4 hours 10, I think. Yeah, I know. And I'm now giving it away. So here we go with the giveaway. I know. I am 40-something with a hubby and 2 teenagers who all adore you. Oh, well, what a family. The kids know everything that matters in life and the actual truth, so they're prepared for the strange and exciting future that we're headed for. I love this person. I won Alex Belfield's chair on YouTube last April and he came to our house to drop up. That's so Belfield. We find it hard to think about him being in prison, but I hope he comes out even stronger, as he's a lovely, genuine guy. He is. He's such a tosser, but he's marvellous. No, he's marvellous. And that's so like him to drop off that chair in person. And then nice things about me, nice things about me, nice things about me. We don't need to be. Sometimes I can't make Katie's Arms live. I bet you didn't make this one, because this one shouldn't be when it is, but here we are. But you have me crying with laughter watching the replay. Well, hopefully you're watching this on replay. This is you, babe. Keep going. We know you will. I know I can't stop. As you're getting more and more support, I know, and that's just amazing. I think we're going to head to, we're like at 400,000 on Insta now. I think we have 500,000 on TikTok. I don't even run that account. Someone else does. And we're, I think, 300,000 plus on YouTube. So we are bigger than I ever was on Twitter. And by that, I just mean there's more of us together. I couldn't really give a shit about the numbers myself. Thank you for all you're doing. Well, that's so kind. And thank you to lovely Mark. There we are. It's always lovely Mark. He is actually the, the one that puts up with all the shit from me, for all his support and help, which is very important for our kids' futures especially. Yes, it is. Mark is has been a saviour in all our lives, as many of you might know. I don't know if I've told you the story. Hello from Canada, land of truckers with mighty testicles. Oh, golly, I could jangle a trucker's testicle, couldn't you? Oh. You know that whole teabagging thing? Just saying. I just do it as a sort of a reward, really. Just to truckers. Just to say thank you. So what I will say to this lovely lady who's called Sammy, Sammy, if you hear this, I'm sure lovely Mark's just going to message you and say, send us your address, which of course we will keep absolutely private and never try and, I don't know what people would do with addresses, but clearly we would never. And we will share you this T-shirt, this, yes, this is clean, I washed it. We will make sure you have this for you or your kids or whatever you want to do it for. I don't know. And we will get this sent out tomorrow, so it will be with you. Thank you to everybody that entered, who put, I want that top. And I will keep doing this because this is fun. Anytime people like something, we'll find a way to hand it out. That's good. I don't want stuff anyway, so let's pass stuff along. Hi, Katie from Chile. No way. Right, so I will answer a few questions because we started at 2:45, and one of the things we try and do at Katie's Arms is keep things to half an hour so that you can all get on and have your evening oh, Sammy, is this you? Oh, I see, we're trying to hunt down the Sammy, but we don't know if Sammy's there. Spill the tea on the emergency alert. Oh my God. So yeah, 23rd, isn't it? 3 o'clock, the twats are going to send an alarm to your phone. They call it a test. But there's no damn way, right, from a communications perspective, it is not by chance that is happening bang on in the middle of at the end of the London Marathon, right? I love the way that I couldn't find the word, so did this instead. That's by plan. It's the kickoff, isn't it, of the second half of the cup semi-final, football cup semi-final. I don't know what it is because I don't watch football, but some sort of big thing, semi-final of the FA Cup. This is done on purpose. I'm assuming they are watching what happens in a large, densely packed group when the alarm goes off. It will be able to be heard on TV, on media. You'll be able to see people's reaction to it. It will massively amplify the impact of putting that alarm out. So all the, Joey Deacon face, all of the PSYOPs lot, psychological operations lot in the nudge unit connected to the government, the same people that carried out lockdown on us to see which levers of power work best, can watch and observe what happens to all of the little people. They look at us like ants. And I'm not going to lie to you. I sometimes take glass when it's sunny and set fire to ants. I think that's something to do with like a, psycho serial killer thing in me. And that's okay. I have a kill list. We all do. If ever I get terminally ill, the world's going to be a better place. But the point is, they think that we're ants. And so they think this is fun. You can turn them off. You can, guys, how do you switch them off? What I must do is put the link up for how you turn these things off. They're basically just experimenting with us. Sure, you can turn your phone off, but you can also turn off the settings that will stop this happening to you. And the plan is, of course, coercion and control. How they use it going forward, they'll start to roll it out for certain things, they'll test it on pilot groups. Behind this, there's layers of strategic coercion and control planning. And it's disgusting, it's despicable, and many of us are awake to it. And that's how I see this alarm. It's another great way of our side knowing that no matter what we get called, we know we're being experimented on. We're basically like the freaking Beagles used to be with lipstick. Except it's now coercion and control. Already got all my alerts off. Yes. Okay. What else should I tell you? That's it. I think that's it. I should go. Have I turned mine off yet? Yes, I believe mine's off. But I need to check with my family that they're all off as well. Is there any last thoughts? Oh, Philip Schofield. Yeah. So the brief summary on Philip Schofield that no one else can say and no one else is willing to say because everybody wants their TV career or their booking or their future bookings on SAS Who Dares Wins or whatever, is that his brother obviously was just done for, bumming a small child. Philip was close to his brother before, you've seen the pictures. And in order to try and distance himself, he says, I no longer have a brother, which personally I find very disappointing because actually if something went very badly wrong with any of my family, I would want to be there in some way to try and help all of us cope, even if I found them to be utterly despicable. I like to think I would, like if someone was a massive druggie, I'm all about trying to you partner with a person to try and help them, right? Even if that means going to prison, you put them in prison. Saying I don't have a brother, I find that to be disgusting. Because what are you then? What, you're just washing your hands of it, pretending that you never knew him, pretending that you never shared a drink with him, which Philip 100% did. 2, ITV This Morning have to pretend that they know nothing about this, that this doesn't matter. And then everybody at ITV This Morning, and I know who they are, and they know I know, knew about Philip and this. He started seeing this guy or knowing this guy when he was like 8 years old, wasn't it, Matthew? And then he continued to know him. Then he became a runner. Then he was a runner on all of the shows. Ice Show, This Morning, whatever, and everyone has to turn a blind eye. And then you get Willoughby, in order to keep their jobs together, conducting the chorus of Isn't He Brave? No, he's not. And the wife playing along as well. All of them complicit in something that's utterly disgusting. And yet he still has a job and he's supposed to be the hero of the piece. No, it's sordid. ITV's sordid. Philip Schofield is sordid and he knows it. And no one else wants to say it because everybody wants to look after their jobs. Well, fuck your jobs, because you weren't going to give them to me anyway. Okay, my loves, how was that? That was good. It was just honest. And I guess that's what's in short supply these days. So, thank you for being here. If you're joining tomorrow or the day after, sorry that I missed Katie's Arms. You know that I really tried to make it. May is going to be busy, so we're just going to have to ad hoc the pub a bit. We will make sure this top comes out to you, Sammy, if you're catching up with this. Never knew how brilliant you are, Katie. Well, what can I say? I'm really not. I'm just like, it's like we all are. This is what we all are. We're all this. We're all this. All of you are this, but probably a lot better, with a lot better reputations. And you've probably lived much better lives. It's just that you don't get the chance to just be it. Because you keep being told you have to eat this and think this and do this and act this and show this and only be this person and be like this. And that's the biggest lie of all. The biggest control of all is that you had to be anything apart from just this, which is like a wreck of a human being washed up on the shores of life, drying your vagina in a Dyson Airblade in some godforsaken pub and being caught by a lady with 2 teeth who then judges you. Okay, love to everybody, and I'll see you somewhere very soon on the road.